Hi owners, well the roller coaster ride that is racehorse ownership was in full display last weekend, there's no doubt about that. When you think about it, Bollinger Miss for the Queensland Rogues in the Group 3 Winx Guineas, a chance to get a group placing and some more black type against her name. Well, never really given a chance. Pilot error, no doubt, there in the Winx Guineas for Bollinger Miss. An opportunity lost. So kicking Coke cans at Rosehill Gardens after that performance at the Sunshine Coast. Watching a $61 chance in Estadio Mestalla being loaded into the barriers for the feature race, which was the Winter Stakes. Dylan Gibbons, the new jockey, never been on before, blinkers on for the first time. And if you listen to Joe Pride and his late mail from the race stalls, he said, be ready for an improved performance. Blinkers on first time. There's nothing wrong with this horse, although the first two runs have been below par. And what happens? Shoots to the lead and just went further in front to cause a massive boil over and probably, arguably, deliver the New South Wales Tycoons their biggest ever win. Remember, this horse was only beaten a fraction of a nose in the Little Dance, which was for big money. But this probably the biggest victory for the New South Wales Tycoons. So congratulations to everybody involved. And then just before that, pardon my French, returned in really good fashion for the Vic Hustlers. This was a very competitive race at Wyong, and that is racing in New South Wales, isn't it? The Vic Hustlers looking for some give in the track. The Wyong track did have give in it. Pardon my French, got a little bit lost coming around the home turn. But certainly, once she straightened up, she finished off very well with a promise of much better things and more wins to come. She's now been transferred. She's already arrived back at Kieran Maher Stables back in Victoria, and she'll continue her campaigns on those softer track now in her home state. So Hustlers will be able to get out and cheer home. Pardon my French. In other news, coming up on the weekend for the Vic Hustlers, Mistrustful. What about this? The Barrier Gods not so good. Mistrustful due to return on the weekend at Bendigo, has the services of champion jockey Craig Williams aboard, but has come up with Barrier 15, which is hard to believe, but seems to happen all the time. I'm sure it doesn't, but it seems to happen all the time, the wide, bad barrier draws. So there is another option coming up for Mistrustful if the stable doesn't go forward there, and that would be at Cranbourne next week. But anyway, just keep an eye on all the ownership reports coming out regarding Mistrustful for the Vic Hustlers. For the New South Wales Tycoons, well, Cool Jakey couldn't get a run on a heavy track last week, has got a run this week, has drawn wide with Nash Rawiller on board. The track is drying. I reckon we might even get to a soft 5, a good 4 surface at Royal Randwick for Saturday. Joe Pride, the trainer, he's of the opinion that we should be running Cool Jakey, although it's not the suitable rain-affected track. It believes that he's going to be 3 weeks between runs. It looks like a nice enough race for him. He has drawn wide. No secret about the tactics. He'll be going forward from that wide draw with Nash on board, although Nash tends to take his time to get across. Doesn't have to lead at any cost, but will be up and being positive from the barriers. And Cool Jakey, if he performs well on Saturday over 1,400 metres, Joe is even toying with the idea of backing him up 7 days later, and that would be taking on Estadio Mestalla in the Winter Challenge, and that's over 1,500 metres. So plenty coming up for owners across the 3 teams. He's done it before, Cool Jakey, and he's done it with Nash on board. That was at Warwick Farm, where Nash actually threw Cool Jakey over the line for a win. Look, other upcoming runners, we spoke about Mistrustful, which is going to be on the Sunday at Bendigo if they take on the wide barrier. If not, that will be at Cranbourne. And let me check the dates here. Mistrustful would be on Thursday, July 17. On the Wednesday, which is going to be massive, July 16, the Big Goodbye in the Ramornie Handicap, and Bollinger Miss in the Grafton Guineas. So it's going to be a big midweek campaign for owners. The Big Goodbye, well, it's been a bit of a preparation of woe, hasn't it? Kicked at the back of the stalls and scratched 2 starts ago. Then leading up to the last start, got a foot abscess and was forced to be scratched even after drawing wide anyway. So look, going into the Ramornie, which he won 2 years ago, going into the Ramornie 7 weeks between runs. Not ideal, but we know that the Big Goodbye always gives his best. So that's going to be on Wednesday, Bollinger Miss and the Guineas at Grafton, a big carnival, and it's going to be the Big Goodbye in the Ramornie. Then on Thursday, Mistrustful at Cranbourne, if she doesn't run on Sunday at Bendigo. And then next weekend, you'll see Estadio Mestalla again. That's Saturday, July 19. Maybe you'll see Cool Jakey, and maybe you'll see Etched in Time at Gosford. Then on Wednesday, July 23, pardon my French, at Sandown, and He-Man on July 26 at Doomben, who was just terribly disappointing, too bad to be true, at Ipswich on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the best chances from your TRL trainers for other races. Now, just for Joe Pryor, we've chatted about Cool Jakey. King's Secret at Randwick Race 4 or Randwick Race 7, wherever King's Secret goes, will be extremely hard to beat and is a good each-way bet in Race 4 or Race 7 at Randwick. And also at Caulfield in race number 8, Joe has In Flight heading down there, and he's looking for 3 straight and should be making it 3 straight. In Flight, a win bet at Caulfield. For Gay and Adrian, who doesn't like a Tomato Toasty? Randwick race number 1, Tomato Toasty, $4. It was a midweek winner last start. 2-year-old filly with plenty of ability at $4. Nice each way bet. Randwick race number 8 for Gay and Adrian, Sly Boots at $9. Richard and Will Friedman, if you go back to Scone, where Northern Eyes was second, a horse that won that was called Walking Painting on that day. Walking Painting is in the midway, Randwick race number 3 at $8 each way. For Kieran Ma, Randwick race number 5, Federer, which is an omen bet with Wimbledon going on. This horse, this profiles well, this race for this horse. Randwick race number 5, Federer to smash them. Pardon the pun. Doomben race number 7, Rise to It. That's barrier number 16, but can overcome that. Rise to It for Kyle Wilson-Taylor at Doomben. For the Hayes boys, they've got 3 runners I like. Race 1, Gin Spirit at Caulfield. Race 6, Vale Mountain. And race number 7, Run Harry Run. They're all each way bets. For Tony Gollan, a horse called Lockyer, which is that Queensland Origin theme. They won on Wednesday night. Lockyer can be winning on Saturday. For Rob Heathcote, a couple from him. Demon Darb at $5, a winner of 2 of 5 of its last start. So good form. A little bit disappointing last start, but is better than that and can improve. And Doomben race number 9, Amusitons, which is at $8. Barrier 1, good breakthrough win last start and is a nice 3-year-old filly. For Chris and Corey Muntz, Poseidon Ruler at $10 in Doomben race number 5. And for Matt Hoisted, this is a very, very good fresh horse. Hold On Honey. Doomben race number 8, Hold On Honey at $7. Is rising 7 years of age, but a terrific first up record. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to Mistrustful at Bendigo on Sunday if she heads there, and the Hustlers, and also for Cool Jakey at Royal Randwick, looking to cause another upset. If you're having a bet, always bet responsibly and bet successfully, hopefully. Have a great weekend, everybody.